Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome back. November 2nd, I believe it is, Sunday. And we're going to work on a little bit different project today. Getting ready for winter, trying to get all the yard cleaned up and everything put away. And working on my snowblower. And I'll just show you what we got here. Get you turned around. So what I've got is this 27-inch Poulan Pro. It's a 2008 model, I believe, or 2007. I bought it brand new. It's got about 1 hour runtime on it, and it's always been stored in my little garage, indoors, out of the sun. And within 3 years, the tires completely rotted off this thing. They just fell apart. So I've put some new tires on. What a bitch of a job that was. Them little tires are pretty stiff and don't want to go on. I was smart enough to put fuel stabilizer into the gas. So the carburetor was a little bit plugged up. I took it off and cleaned it all out. I drained the little bit that was left in the tank, flushed it all out, and it runs like a top. It started on the second pull. So one of the reasons that I parked this thing and quit using it way back was because my driveway is gravel, and I was having trouble picking up rocks and chucking them at the house and everything else, and breaking shear pins on this thing. So I've come up with a plan here on making it a little bit more gravel user friendly, and see how that works, and I'll just show you what I'm going to do for it here. So I have been shoveling snow by hand. It's just getting to be a little bit too much for this old guy, so I figured I might as well get this thing going and make my life a little bit easier. So I'll just show you what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. So these are the adjustable skids that go on the bottom on each side at the front of the snowblower. They're adjustable in height up and down to keep the front off the ground. You can set the cut depth. The problem is they're so narrow and small that they just cut into the gravel and it ends up getting down too low. So what my plan is, I've got some 1.5 by 1/8 steel plate or strapping here. I'm going to cut some 6-inch strips. I'm going to bend the tips up slightly on both ends, and then I'm going to screw a piece of 1/4-inch puckboard, or either screw or bolt a piece of 1/4-inch puckboard to the bottom of them where they tip up here to act as wear plates. That'll give me a little bit more surface area on the gravel, and it shouldn't cut into the gravel. So we'll just get started building these and see how it works. I cut 2 pieces of the flat stock, 7 inches long, and then I marked them 1 inch in on both ends, and I'm just going to give them a slight tip up like a ski. I'm not quite sure how far I'm going to go, but don't want to go too far, just enough so it's not catching the gravel. So that's the first one. The old homemade brake, sure worth its weight in gold. Loads. Make sure they're square. Pretty high speed stuff here we're dealing with, so want to make sure everything's good. Okay, so there's our 2 skis. We'll head over and figure out the puckboard for them here. If you guys can't get puckboard, if your local hardware lumber yard doesn't carry puckboard, Walmart always has these poly cutting boards on. They'll put them on sale for like $4 or $5 a piece. I usually grab a bunch of them. I like them for license plate backers and for this kind of project. So I'm just going to cut a couple strips off of here on the table saw, cut them to length, and then we'll shape them and fasten them to the bottom of this. Okay, we've got our two runners cut here. I just rounded over the corners. One's from a brand new board, and I had a piece left over that I used here. What I'm going to do now is curve the ends up, and I'm just going to do that with a little torch and my duckbill vice grips here. Get this warmed up. Probably a fine line between melting and actually shaping this, so we'll just see how it goes. I might have to get a bigger torch. It should go fairly easy, but who knows? We'd have to do both sides. We're starting to go now. Just clamp this in place till it cools. A little more heat on the back side here. Okay, we'll let that cool and see if it stays. And then I'm planning on riveting from the bottom up right through the top edge here where it's rolled over. And they shouldn't wear too bad there, and if they do, I can always put extra rivets in. So I'll let that cool off, and then we'll see how it stayed together. Okay guys, I've got this first one bent and I got it drilled for the rivets. I'm just going to get the other one done exactly the same way. Just heat it up, bend it around, and then I've got to weld this piece to the original skid before I rivet my plastic piece on here. So I'll get that done. Okay, we're all set up here. I've got, these have a center mark in them. I marked the center on the actual bracket here, where my ski, I guess you'd call it. Just going to get this lined up. Give it a tack weld, make sure it's in the right spot. Better make sure the toe end's right. Freaking high-speed snow blowing. Oops, that didn't work, did it? Good tack, not a Whalen wire tack. There we go. Okay, I'll get this welded up here, and then we can carry on with the next part. I don't think it's going to take a whole lot to hold it on there. Okay, I just wanted to mention one other thing, guys. I think I mentioned a few videos back, quite a few. I had to get a new stinger for my my Lincoln welder, and the best value out there was a Yes welder replacement. I ordered a second one. The first one I kind of wrecked it myself. I got it caught between the hoist, or the suspension and the hoist on my 59, and kind of broke it. So I ordered another one. They're only 75 bucks and they're really nice quality. They got a really good swivel on them. But this one started giving me some issues. The trigger would stick on and keep feeding wires. So I contacted Amazon. They put me in touch with Yes Welder, and within 4 days I had a brand new Stinger, the whole assembly, no questions asked. They didn't even want the old one back. So don't be hesitant on ordering Yes Welder stuff. Good quality, and they really have a great warranty. Okay, we'll carry on, get this finished here. Okay everyone, I put a little bit of black primer on there. I've got my skid. I'm just going to get it riveted on here. That's the front one. Probably gonna have to vice grip this other side. See if I can get the rivet in the hole first. Uh-oh. Houston, we might have a problem. Not sure what happened there. Try and keep it out of the way. Okay. Not quite sure why it's not coming down there where it's supposed to. That's probably why. Take these ones off. Clamp the center first. Turn this around. I can see in the hole better. There we go. That's a little better. That will go in there now. At least I think it will. Bear with me. Quite sure. We might have to ream that hole just slightly. Everything's always a fight. Okay, there's the driver's side. I know, passenger side. How about the left-hand side? So I'll throw a little black paint on top. We'll get the other one done, and we can install them on the snowblower. Okay, we got the feet on there, or the skids, I guess. I now have a little better than an inch of clearance underneath there. Should take care of picking up the rocks, and it they also shouldn't cut into the gravel quite as bad. So that'll take care of that one. Another little pre-winter job done. Glad to see. And we can get on to other things here, see what's going to happen next. I've still got a few things. I want to try adjusting the doors on the 59 a little bit more. The driver's side is still pretty tough to close. I got to put the 03 skid plate on the front yet. I got to build a couple mounts for that. And then we've got the coils coming in. So anyhow, guys, once again, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing and all your great comments. So take care.